It is the day before our general elections here in Ghana. And I know today, everywhere you pass around town, some people are doing coded meetings. You know, today you are not supposed to do any loud meeting. So some people are doing coded meetings about who you should vote for. Political parties are meeting their polling agents and all that. I saw NPP's office in Soto. When I was coming, I saw they had arranged chairs. I'm sure we're now going to give them the final tips. Tomorrow when the people come, watch them. Watch. That is what they are going to tell them. But meanwhile, we all know who we are voting for. I know. Roland knows, Chemo knows. Yesterday I told you. We will be telling you who we'll be voting for. And you guys should just tell them who. But yesterday, there was the final rallies for both major parties here in Ghana. NPP, the New Patriotic Party, and NDC, that's the National Democratic Congress. As it stands, I want to ask my people, after looking at their final rallies and everything, how do we think this thing is likely to tilt? And again, were their rallies convincing enough, or it was just a display? Online, I have not paid attention to both rallies live, but online, I've seen people commending NDC's coverage. I've seen many people, and they are mentioning Standogbe. Everybody say, hey, the NDC's coverage was powerful. They said the NPP coverage. They said the NDP coverage was not well. I don't know about you. Maybe your judgment will be different, the observation will be different. So whilst we are doing the review, one day to elections and all that, our editor will be rolling some of the videos and photos from the rallies for us to see. You have done a report on Roland reports so far. And let me ask you, so far, how is it going from your end? Looking at both rallies.
Let me put in this. I think at this point, it is no longer one day, some few hours. Because we have, I think we have...
You are right.
Less than 13 hours.
You are right. If you use the hours, you are right.
Yes. We have some few hours to the D-Day, so obviously. But then, well, like you rightfully said, they did their final rallies yesterday, and mostly when you go online, the applause were going more for the NDC because of how stable their things were and how organized their whole event was. But then, another interesting thing about the final rally also was the proximity between these two places, or the places where these two events happen. One, the NPP's events happen in Legon, and the NDC's events happen in Medina. If you know Legon and Medina very well, you know it is just from one place to the other, just about 5 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, even without traffic, you just get to these two places easily. So it was more or less like boot for boot kind of situation, and that is what it is. But they both recorded good numbers, obviously. They both recorded good numbers. But if now, per what happened yesterday and other gatherings in terms of the rallies and all of that, if we are to use that, and especially some of the things that are trending online to determine who is going to vote, I think it will be difficult. Especially if you listen to some of the comments. Because there's been so many situations whereby you see people wearing Party A colors, yet saying stuff for Party B.
I think I saw one video like that.
Yes, and it is not even one. It even started like some few months ago, about 2 or 3 months. That's when this thing started. And you ask yourself, I even chanced on a video, I think somewhere last month, when somebody was wearing an NPP t-shirt and was still campaigning for NDC. And the person was asked, why are you wearing it? He said, oh, you call no mama your campaign no more so into your quadrant I didn't be share any out. And same with NDC. There was one guy that is even on Okada. Just the NPP it is possible. NDC no the same person. So if per whatever is going online, I think it will be very difficult. And so far, but then obviously people have been making polls and other stuff too online to determine the people's minds. And me, I would say that, Charlie, that thing, people should not bank their hopes on it.
Those who are speaking like
the surveys and
the polls hovering online,
predicting who is
if you don't know and you go and put your hopes on it. Yes, they will tell you the people who are actually putting in their votes on the polls are the same people who are going to vote. But Charlie, don't let that thing deceive you, because the workday ground and how you are able to convince the people on the ground will determine whether you are going to win. So per that and yesterday's outcome of their rally, this morning, even though they are not supposed to actually do a loud campaign this morning, I've seen a couple of mini walk be like that, where people are just walking in party colors.
They are not campaigning.
They are not campaigning. They are walking in groups like that.
So that's the idea.
Yes.
Let's put on your party colors and walk. Don't do campaign.
Don't do campaign. But they are holding flags and paraphernalia.
No, they are campaigning actually.
So yes, I've seen that of NPP. I've seen that of NDC just this morning. Yeah, and so we have few hours. But then I can say that now tension has been so high that even the two parties, if you ask them, yes, because nobody would want to say something losing to their side.
They are all putting confidence in
themselves. But then they know, both of them know that I can even predict a runoff. I can predict a runoff from this. Looking at this final week and how the conversations are going, I can predict a runoff.
Well, his name is Roland Amate. He works with Shatta Movement Empire Roland Report, which is on YouTube, and showbizchannelgh.com for your information. He is also one of our pundits here on Showbiz Daily. Well, I'll be going to Intimdo Solomon, and I'm sure if the polls really go for a round of Roland's prophecy will be cut. Roland predicted. Unlike the other one. The other one who was a professor. It will be happening. It will be happening. Yeah. Roland is a prophet. That is if it happens. You see the people, they did not put it out. Well, let me also go to Chemo. What is he also gathering so far? Chemo.
Well, it's an interesting one. I see different things happening at the same time. And for me, I've seen so much coming from Cheda's camp as well.
Oh, I see.
And for him, based on my experience when it comes to online, I think most of the people pushing the online agenda are not in Ghana here. They don't vote. Unless maybe they are now on their way to come and vote.
Like some plane landed in Kumasi.
Ethiopian Airlines.
Yeah, so unless that thing happen, I don't. The impact that you feel online may not reflect what is happening on the ground for Cheddar. That's how I see it. And for NDC and NPP, I think they are all doing their best. And NPP, they are out there. They are very loud out there. But it's not easy for anyone who may think that this is an easy elections. The polls that I've seen, I think most of them goes for NPP. But like Roland said, don't really rely on polls like that.
Don't be moved by those ones.
Yes, because sometimes the people who do that, they lie. Based on who is asking them and how you are asking them. Yes.
And again, based on who is even funding the kind of polls and research they did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we know that those the polls that come out supposed to be the neutral ones. But even that, sometimes they get sponsored from the parties. There's another one that the parties, they do internally and they don't put it out. If they are winning or losing, they don't put it out. What they do is that it's a form of a guide to what they should do next. So if the poll comes out and they see that they are losing, then what can we do to rectify it? If they are winning, okay, what can we do to maintain our lead? That's what they do. So that kind of poll, it doesn't, like, you will not see it out there. But the ones that we see supposed to be the neutral ones, but even the neutral ones, and so I'm on for the
questionable.
Agenda. I'm on for the agenda. Oh, Mumfantum say winning. Say I'm come to the winning team. So some people intentionally. You poor, I'm more winning. Bra, you baby any panocra or more poli or more free. You know. You can't rely on that. Even what happened in America recently should tell us something. I mean, at some point they were all going for the lady Kamala, but later or report and you know in the post and you me rely on it like that. I mean, sometimes they get it right, but most of the times we see that they are more influence or more in so many ways, so we can't rely on it. It will be a very close contest for me, yes, but me, I don't think it will be that we will go for a runoff. I would rather. I am feeling that.
You don't think you will go for a runoff?
No, not at all. I
to
think
be a one-time thing.
Yeah, one party will take it one time.
Wow.
It will be a one-time thing, and it will be convincing. So it will not be that like it will not be what we will say landslide. That one, I'm not sure we will get there. But one party will win, and it will be a clear win that we know that he has won. Let's move on. That's what will happen. And I'm also happy about one thing: the kind of preparations that the parties have done. I think it's good. I mean, if you are behind the scenes and you talk to some of them, they are now ready to even put together their own numbers. So that we will not be waiting for somebody to tell us whatever. Okay. I think officially it's only the EC who can declare who the winner is. But the parties will know whether they have won
provisionally,
or yes, they will know. And it will take a very few minutes after the results. After the counting, they will know. Now they have all positioned themselves such that they will get the numbers from the polling stations
and start putting
them together, everything before even the EC will get it.
Do his announcement.
Yes. Okay. Even some TV stations and radio stations are also putting together their own teams to do that.
I know. I think over the years they've been doing well.
Yes. And that's why I'm so confident and for sure that it is not an easy for anybody to rig an election in this 2024. No, not at all. I don't know how sometimes people will still come with that theory that Obibe rigging and no. This any I always said that say open will be rigging. If we serious say abana here to on person win, so you do your possible best to just get what is happening. Nobody can rig an election in Ghana. It's as simple as that, because the polling station is not one person there. A whole lot of parties agents are there. After counting, the parties have the numbers. Before it even gets to the EC. So how are you going to rig it? They have the numbers right
and
there.
And now they count 1.
Yes, 2,
3 for everybody to see.
And you know,
I was winning back to cover some elections like that.
Exactly.
And that was how it was done.
And you know, so almost count 1, 2, 3 anyway. No, I can't say NDC near 50. And you know, I better no 5. And I thought 500. How are you going to do that? When why in the public I'm who says NDC near 50. Even the whole now or more observers in the crowd. So how are you going to change such a number? It can't happen. Unless, yes, we know that the political parties sometimes they play mischief. And you know, say no mark. I said the other side are but it's impossible to rig an election in 2024 in Ghana here. The cameras, the phones, everything is watching you.
The logistics
and our means of counting is even far better than America and elsewhere. Because for them, sometimes they use machines to count. Then that's where you can manipulate it. The share machine is okay, a county 500. But whoever is mentioning what the machine counter can give another number. And then maybe they recalibrate the machine or something to count it in a certain way. But in our case, manual. The course 1, 2, 3, and you know, how are you going to manipulate it? So for those who are thinking that someone will rig and all, I think they should relax. Nobody can rig an election in Ghana in 2024 because of the system that we run. When you base it on that, it's even better than the American system. When they are using the machine, that's where the issue is. Obviously, almost transfer vote to no much change. So I vote now, transfer my easy no, and country. And country, because both political parties, they already have it. They have it. So political party people because the other side is rigging. For me, I think they are the one losing. That's why they want to play a mischief. Nobody can rig an election in 2024. So do your best and let's hope for the better. That's what I would say.
Well, so we are still hoping for the best, and we want an incident-free kind of elections. So when it is done, everybody will go on to their normal duties. That is how we want life to be at this side. Now, for information, a gentleman who is a music producer and a musician at the same time, his name is DDT. He's produced a song called Honorable Wale. People are asking, whilst everyone is thinking about jubilation songs, everybody is thinking about celebration songs, you are thinking about how to make someone feel bad. And there are good and bad reports in there. Maybe you guys have not listened to the song, but the idea of Honorable Wale, so he's created a song waiting for someone to lose, so use the song to throw the person. What do you think about such a concept?
For me, I think it's okay. It's also a means to ease tension or whatever is happening.
Chemo Marie, you are coming to throw music to ease tension.
Say worry. Say you come worry. That's the idea. You see, why am I saying it is like people trying to make something serious lighter or in a way to ease that tension of whatever is happening.
Is it not a catalyst for confusion? Because imagine you come to Soul 2, NPP and NDC. Maybe NP loses in Soul 2.
Yeah.
Then you go to his constituency office.
Yeah, the speaker
That's what I'm saying.
No, that one is wrong.
But you see, when people are happy, these are the things they are likely to do.
Of course.
So they have to face the consequences of their actions.
Because, like you keep saying, when people are happy, they don't take good decisions.
Yeah, for sure.
NPP are losing, and this new one, yes, I knew we or the took I swear, I'll be too a
particular that be sweet.
I saw a watch now because you know, what me Montre, NPP.
Oh, lose you.
I know.
It's not a catalyst for disaster.
If that's the angle that you are going there, yes, I will come with you small. Say, don't use it in front of the other one in the name of provoking them. I know the way side there is wrong. I mean that's provocation. And if we go there too, even without the song, people will still do that. Say omudu betumi agadom ho na o ma ase omu shi jama na o ma kojina the other side no more yes sir. And it will not be because of the song that people will do that. People will do that anyway. And that one we should discourage it, or we should tell people not to do that. Ubetumi ejina wo place, ubetumi ejina wo nimu, ubetumi ejina neutral place available to everybody, public space, and do that. And only say or no worry say then I would not hear then we can say worry go baby but say all the code jina the nimu there, it's like you are calling for something. You are provoking the person to act. And for that one, it's wrong. No matter what, it's wrong. But if you are just using the song to have fun at your own pleasure, that person any right to be able to tell you, say, don't use it. That's my point. Like, say, no omuwi na the already oko the party office, oko in the street now will be able to me from Libby. Now honorable worry. So on the bow space not be honorable worry there. It's a form of calling for action from the other party.
Well, and that is also my fear. That's because wrong. The song to play it and get the impact, that's how you should play it.
You should take it.
Yes, they are not Superman. I don't have any impact. Because me na marry what ba now born up warrior.
Mary. Yeah, one moment Betty.
It's you said the tata.
That's wrong. I think we should discourage that. But for them playing the song there,
do you also see a disaster with that song?
Well, creatively, I would say there's no problem with it.
But the song they be.
Of course.
Very energetic. It makes you dance. Like, well, you can go online to check this YouTube.
For me, I've listened to the song.
Honorable Wale. I hear Akwabo also has
Akwabo also has one. Asoko. Only the episode Honorable Wale's album. And it's similar. No, for me, like I said, creatively, there's nothing wrong. But the consumption and how it is being consumed will determine. And see, let's not kid ourselves. This thing has been in existence for as long as we've been voting. You see, whether they do this song or not, you see the song that we used to throw you, it is there. We can go and pick any other already released song. How we translate the song will determine whether we are trolling you or not. That the lumba na ne wo ye de ma wan. But me wa ko bi say that lumba because say na ne wo wa ba man na do. But ori ye no. Ya ba ba.
Yeah, the channel.
Yeah, simple cry. You understand? It is part of it. It is part of how the only thing we can advocate for is how people consume it. That is, you don't go overboard. Because there are instances where people actually like the parties lose, and even with that, when the one that winning jubilate, they sometimes join. There's been instances like that, and in that time, I remember when Yanasi Boma Mahame, Kanti Onapu, Ori and NPP for a boy, NPP for a boss, the jubilate, and even at events, those songs still were making waves. So creatively, you can't stop anybody from releasing Honorable Wale. Honorable Wale. But how people are going to consume it, the mode of consumption will determine. So okay, when you say Honorable Wale, ni BP drew 500. Now I said they are considering it. Bomana. When you say you are calling for a reaction.
Yeah.
You are calling for a reaction, and in that sense, you cannot determine how the person should react. If the person reacts coolly, hallelujah to you. But if the person reacts in a different manner, it is against you.
Blame yourself.
So that one there, whatever it is, NDC releasing you, Anoni, Akwabo releasing you, Mama release you. What see, and you're not a debate really. It is there. You know how memes that people have packed. Among for memes by 8 gig, 10 gig, 20 gig.
How many best?
Yeah, try keke. Go ask for courage. When you say go. And then I say release back.
I think they have started something. They are calling it erection headquarters.
Yes,
that is Lexi the comedians.
Yeah.
That is their own. So everybody has. I'm not for prepare because now it is becoming kind of a norm in the system. But we would want to see from the positive side and say yes, maybe they would just want to do some of these things to ease tension. But I understand your fear. That yes, you may want to crack a joke out of a very serious issue, and here is somebody's loss. But then, will the person see the comic side of it? It's also a different conversation. So we will just advocate for people to be responsible when they are jubilating. That's all. Because if you are responsible, when we need now a silfie now, nani pani next door neighbor, the person cannot come and determine unless maybe the person goes to report you say. Public disturbance. And then they're fine. But say, see me, maybe we speaker, this me feel. Now, me, woman, young say, honorable warrior. Was was that it's a me honorable warrior. Now, I don't know about mommy, and I don't know to it. And so that one, there, we can't get.
You are in a Blakuma Central, huh?
No, I'm in Niboyman Central.
Niboyman Central.
Yeah, Niboy.
Who is your MP?
I don't know.
No, I think it is same with Baba Sadiq Mohono. Yes, we are joined with Baba Sadiq Mohono.
Then you are Blakuma Central.
Yeah, Ablekuma
Central.
Oh.
Hey, sorry, Okankwe. Let me come here. Okankwe Central. So MP, who are you voting for?
Oh, MP there, Baba Sadiq is taking.
Baba Sadiq presidential.
Presidential.
Presidential. Jemo, what is your constituency?
Yeah, I think I would do Senya East.
Senya East.
Yeah,
so the MPs, who are they? Who are those?
And,
those people. Hey, so those two there.
Yeah,
those two.
Yeah, serious.
They are back to it again.
Yeah, they are back to it again.
So last time, Hawa Kumsi won.
Yeah, Hawa Kumsi won. Narrowly. Yes, it was a.
I remember they were firing shots and all those.
Yeah, it was a close contest. And they are doing it, both of them again.
It was like that boxing I watched some ladies be in America before on the day of Mike Tyson's boxing.
Yeah.
They showed some ladies be. They fought before and they fought again. Hey, hey, hey! Like they are beasts.
Yes.
The first match,
Pound
the
for
same
pound.
one, faces and mouth. The second one too. If you see cats.
Pound for pound.
Yes.
Hey, you guys have to watch that boxing.
Perhaps it is the same contest with Chemo's contest.
No, you guys have to watch that bout. It's crazy. Bloody. Two females though. They fought on the day of Michael Tyson and Jake something.
Yeah.
Wow, Chemo, so who are you voting for the MP?
The last time I voted for Nakoyo, but she lost. This time around, I don't know. But maybe she will still get my vote.
Okay. And the presidential?
The presidential, Yankomra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come back here and you lie this one and this one. Yeah, this one reflects.
Want to ride.
So, parliamentary.
Yeah.
Parliamentary. I know in my constituency, this guy's brother. Entrance pharmacy, what's his name? Tobinko's brother. Something Tobin. He is contested, and the NDC guy. I always see his office, but I don't even see him. I don't know why he's not making himself available
Like that.
Because me personally, I wanted to try him because last year he tried and he lost. So this time around, I wanted to try him, and he's not showing face. But still. Tobinko to have money to do things.
Parliamentary, no,
that place is more important for me because that's where I live.
Okay.
And that's like I'm saying, I want someone who can bring development in my area.
You are closer to them than the presidential.
Exactly. I'll vote for the Tobinko guy.
You vote for the Tobinko. And the presidential.
The presidential one, I'm not sure I'll vote for someone who is not convincing me.
So who is convincing you?
That guy is convincing me.
Is it the one with hair or the Sakura? One of the Sakura.
All of them, they are Sakura.
No, the last one Mediaku says he's the only one.
No, they are not part.
Then you are going for the Sakura stand.
I'm still going for the two Sakuras.
We be very fine.
John Mahama. When we are about to close, because I'm still deciding when we are about to close.
Okay, then when we are about to close, we all
we all mention it. Well, Chemo also represents us here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and he is our online manager, as well as in Tidosu Digital Solutions, where he is the boss to take care of all your digital solutions. Get close to him and let's do some more. Now, let's move on to another interesting story. We woke up with this story trending everywhere. It's about Black Sheriff and his response to a question from a journalist on Shatta Wale's issues when Shatta went on the Rant and Bant and Confession podcast, and he was asked questions about Black Sheriff's appearance, and Shatta said sometimes he doesn't understand. So many people created some tension out of it, and Black Sheriff after and Shatta Wale, they were doing some back and forth. Finally, Black Sheriff got an opportunity to speak about it, and let's find out what he said. Ghana Web has captured it here, and there's a video that you can also watch. Ghana Web captures it and they write, "I don't care if Shatta Wale wants to end my career." Media for you. And it says, Ghanaian musician Black Sheriff has downplayed the ongoing social media feud with dancehall musician Shatta Wale. Labeling it irrelevant, Black Sheriff said he is unconcerned by any threats from Shatta to harm his career. In an interview with Nigeria City FM on December 6, 2024, Blacko particularly dismissed Shatta Wale's recent comment about ending his career, emphasizing that such statement hold no weight in his world. And he says, this is the second time I've been asked this question. And I think the kind of attention I'm supposed to give that thing is pretty irrelevant in my world. You have to care about something to even let it bother you. But for this, I don't care. Black also made it clear that he doesn't view Shatta Wale as a rival. Nothing can happen between me and Shatta Wale. It just can't happen because of the kind of position we both occupy in society. The street can't have that kind of bad blood. He added. Black Sherif further denied rumors circulating online that his Snapchat story was intended to mock Shatta Wale's fashion sense. And once again, he says, I didn't post anything on my Snap because of him. So because someone went to do an interview, shouldn't I post it on my Snap? I didn't reply to him, and whatever they said online is just fan-forward stuff, he said. And the background says the tension between the two artists began on October 31st during an appearance on the Man's Rants and Confession podcast. Shatta Wale criticized Black Sherif's fashion sense, stating that the singer should improve his style. Following that discussion, Black Sherif shared a picture of Shatta Wale on Snapchat with a caption, "I plaster everywhere," which many interpreted as a subtle jab at the dancehall star's appearance. Well, so this was in Nigeria. Black Sherif made an appearance on City, and unfortunately, this has become the most important part of almost maybe 1 hour or so. Media people, they can change the narrative and change your agenda. I'm sure Black Sherif went there to say so many things about his career. Unfortunately, even the platform that he sat on, they did not think about that one.
Yeah.
This is what they thought about, and this is what we are also feeding on. Because now you ask, what else did Black Sherif say in the interview? It's missing.
Yeah.
Let's watch a portion of it. When I come back, I'll get views from my people before we proceed.
Now let's talk about you and Shatta Wale. What's going on?
See, one thing you guys don't even know, say, me, you say me, I know from Accra. I'm from Konongo Zongo. We fight, we do for SM in back. I they tell you, I have cousin in name with Shatta Wale. Nothing go go on between me down. You know they happen like that. Like how the streets nationwide the kind of positions we they occupy. The streets no need that.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. But for those who don't know what this question is about, let me just give them some context or some premise to it. I mean, there was a podcast where he was at, and he made a few statements about fashion and maybe Black Sherif sometimes, you know, wearing big clothes and maybe a stylist. And after that, according to reports, you put up a story not too long after that.
I never put up
on Snapchat. That was what they claimed.
I no put up no story. So if somebody go do an interview, make I know they post on my Snapchat. I no put up no story. I never reply nobody.
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, so that was what you enjoyed. Let me go to Chemo. I'm sure I'm going to start this with him. Let me get his opinion on what he thinks about the way the journalist was even going about it, Black Sherif's responses, and what it means. Chemo.
It's sad. Why am I saying that? The way the journalist was from the beginning made it look like, oh, this is nothing, it's not that serious, so you just say something. But meanwhile, this guy did the follow-up, said so many things that I feel that it's a form of provocation to get more.
Yes.
From Black Sherif.
Yes.
And that's why I'm saying that it's sad. For me, I think Black Sherif did well. His response for me was cool, and he was trying to be reasonable, and also say it in a way that it will make sense. It will not be like he's just trying to be diplomatic. At the same time, he's trying not to fuel what is happening. He was just working between not fueling what is happening, but at the same time, not also being politically correct, like trying to just say what people will want to hear. He was so good at that thing. I think he did well. The presenter just tried to provoke more like try to make him say something that will be controversial or something like that. But I think Black Sheriff did well. What came out, it is subject to interpretation. People can still say that no, it is still not good enough, or it is this, it is that. But for me, I think it is okay.
Okay.
He said it the way that he feels. It's not about what you want to hear or how you want him to say it. That's why I'm saying that he did well with his response. The only thing that I was like, this presenter, this is what you really want to talk about, but you are making it look like just say something and let's move on.
Yeah.
And that is the diabolic or the agenda setting kind of presenters that you have to be careful if you are an artist or if you are anybody talking to such a person. You have to be careful. He wanted to let you lose guard before he hits you with the real thing, and
he's coming across as if he doesn't want
to. And I think that's why I'm saying that Black Sheriff did well. He didn't fall for that. He said it the way that he wants to say it, and I think he said it well. Some people will interpret it other way, but for me, I think he was good.
The response was
good. Yeah.
Well, Ro, come through. I know you've also seen this. What do you think about the response?
I've watched the whole interview. I took chance to watch the whole interview, and interestingly, like you said, even the caption on the video itself, on the lot that he spoke about in the interview, the caption was about that answer that he gave to that Shatta Wale situation, and that's it. So, for me, I think he tried to play smart.
Who tried to play smart?
Black Sheriff. He played smart by being diplomatic, and also, on the other hand, also tried not to look weak. What most of the things that he said was subject to interpretation. So I saw two things. One, trying to be diplomatic, not to actually fuel whatever narration or perception people are trying to bring into the situation. But again, he also tried to take a stance for people to know that, Charlie, for whatever you guys are thinking or whatever you think is going on, I am also not that weak to also come. In fact, it is not even about whatever. It has nothing to do with me. And if even on a day or sometime it comes that I am even involved, I have my own stance to face it.
Okay.
I will give you an example of these two statements. One that he was trying to be diplomatic has to do with when he made reference to even his cousin being called Shatta Wale and where he's from. They've even fought
for the brand
Shatta Wale and all of that. Where he's trying to tell you, Charlie, there's nothing. And again, he made instances of where both of them stand on the streets. It is not good. It is not good meaning, and yet there's a possibility it can happen. But per where I stand and where he stands, it will not alter well for streets.
Okay.
So because of that, personally, as Black Sheriff, I would want to withdraw from it. Or it is not something that I would want to give it attention. Because in that sense, he's also acknowledging the fact that he has some good number of listenership on streets. And this is a street lord. Yes, there comes a time when a young guy rises on the street and he faces the Lord. On the streets, these things happen. But per the position he holds on the street and what Shatta also holds on the street as a street lord, this is not something that will utter well for the streets. So it cannot happen. It will not mean well. So he, Black Sheriff, would want to withdraw from it. That is one. So that is on the other side where he would want to be diplomatic.
Okay.
On the other side, when he is also trying to not to look weak, has to do with when he also made references to the fact that you guys are saying whatever I did is a subliminal to Shatta Wale. So are you saying that because he's gone on interview to say whatever he wants to say, I cannot post on my Snap? Because if you ask me, then whatever I used to do even in the past, then hell will break loose. That is when he made reference to the fact that back then he was a huge troll.
Okay.
And it is that kind of spirit. So you remember when we were discussing initially about this whole issue, I told you Black Sherif, in his mind, he was having fun. That is how it is. In his mind, he was having fun with the situation.
Yeah.
He did not anticipate that kind of response or acceptance from the other side. To him, because that is who he used to be. And once in a while, because old habits die hard, it will kick in at a point.
Yeah, I like this.
It will kick in at a point, and that is what he will do. And at this point, he has lots of leverage. His ego, he's built a certain ego with the kind of status he has in society. It comes with it.
Yeah.
So at any point in time, and here I will connect it to how Familia was also able to escape Kojo Sheldon's questions in that manner. I told you that Familia could have let his ego come in, looking at his current status, and just fire on.
Yeah.
It is the same thing with Black Sherif. Now, with his current status, it comes with some level of ego. Where, Charlie, if I say I do, I'm what you go do. Nobody go fit do me anything.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why he made reference to the fact that, Charlie, I used to be a hard troll. If it was with that spirit that I was coming to this situation with, then you people will get more material to say I insult himself. You understand? So in that sense, he's also posing a picture of, I don't look weak like that.
Yeah.
I don't look weak like that. So if I say I want to do this, I will come and do it. So you people should not cook up something that I have not come.
I'm not ready to
officially to say I'm coming to do. That is it. So for me, I think he played a double card here. He played a double card here, and whoever would want to turn this around would have enough material to turn it around. But if you want to see the positive side of whatever he was trying to push, which is him getting out of this particular, because he also mentioned the fact that, yes, most of the things that he posted because he wanted to post it. But the interpretation of it is a fans fueling it.
that. Okay.
It was fans that are fueling it. So whatever he posted, perhaps it can be coincidental. Just like you made a post of the Shatta Mama situation, and coincidentally came to meet with the Rolls Royce story and all of that, where people thought it was because of the Rolls Royce story you made. So sometimes it can coincidentally it can happen like that. But in this situation, will you liken it to coincidence? It will be very difficult looking at the whole call and response thing that came with it. But then he tried to play a double card here, and that is what I saw. He used intelligence. Even when you looked at how the presenter was still trying to push it, he said, so what do you make of the statement that he said he's going to kill your career? And that's what he said. This is a helicopter on the sky and I'm walking. Whatever is happening to the helicopter has nothing to do with me. It has a different direction. I have a different direction. And in fact, even if there will have any connection, I would have to put myself in that position.
To allow yourself for
yes. And this is not something that if somebody says, oh, to be a helicopter, so no, now the same route. How do you want to even concern yourself with it? And even with the kind of career he's living now. Yesterday I said that Nautica feelings will be a career. He also plays a contributing factor to it. If somebody says I will kill your career, part of it depends on you. And that's how your career is dead.
Yeah.
And Black Sherif now doesn't have the mindset of quitting now.
And he intends to work hard.
That is why he doesn't want to feed into that narrative, because he knows whatever probably made Shatta said that came out of a certain place. That place was a place of anger, addressing forward by somebody else. Because when Shatta was saying that, he was making reference to Kojo Sheldon's statement.
All right.
So Black Sherif doesn't want to even go, because if Soka Sobe feeding into that energy, then he would have to go and now interpret what Kojo Sheldon said.
Yeah.
And it is a long process before he will even come and listen to Shatta, why Shatta even said he will kill his career. And it is not something he is ready to even go and have a discussion. It is irrelevant in this world, like he said. So everybody should move on. This is a clear reaction to whatever situation. And me, I wish that people wouldn't be diabolic with this whole conversation. because the reaction is clear. Whatever he wants to communicate, it is clear. But if you want to pick the other side, then it means that you rather want to fool something between these two artists.
Okay, I think this is a heavy take from Chemo and Roland Amate. I also have my own take on this in the editorial, because I have some things that I really want to say about how we go for interviews and the kind of agenda some media people would want to push to change narratives and to clash heads. I have something to say on this in the editorial, so wait for it. Surely you'll be getting that. And finally, let's do this to close the show. Firestick has cemented something that everybody has been talking about, and I don't know whether we should be saying this to make other artists look less. Yes, I'm saying this because when you pay attention to what he was saying and when you follow it, it was more or less like, okay, this thing, I'm saying this to praise Shatta Wale, but I'm also saying this to shade someone or to make someone look bad. I often have issues with that. When you want to praise someone, don't do it in making the other person look bad, because you watch videos and they put Shatta here, they put Stone here, and they are painting a picture of, okay, Shatta now there, like Onye now there. This thing is a general knowledge in the industry. The fact that Shatta Wale encourage musicians to go for their worth, to go for what their value is about, to charge an amount that is appreciable to their careers. This is no news. Everybody knows this. But for people to take and start pushing agenda and to once again clash heads, I don't know why sometimes it is done like that though. But I would want us to watch this video, and when I come back, I'll pick some few minutes opinions from my people, so we can run away from here and mention who we are still going to vote for in the elections. Now watch this. I'll be right back.
Oh, yes, they don't. I mean, who they know? What they know? You didn't hear that thing from the biggest artist at that time in Right Hand Man. Why they tell you, say, yeah, this be the level. We hear the first time we hear on radio, okay, while they talk 80,000, we say they lie in mother, we did some for us. I say, oh, we can't try. We talk, say they lie. Say, no, yeah. You know, then we think say one of those things were pricing things, but then it's not like true. Then he started actually command some serious figures. Right now, it changed. Right now, it changed. You know? But some artists still take coins though. No, don't make that go by. Some artists still take 5K. You know? 10K and so. They go tell you, say, what do you think Kaka now Jin be pray? I know. Oboa. Why is she into no Jin Sano? So I say, which my turning down. Or a hot cake, I'll which magic cool. In your hot cake, into no 5K, 10K. You understand? 7K. Bro, forget. They will tell you, say,
Well, so that was Firestick, obviously firing from his corner. Somewhere abroad sent this, and I'm asking, okay, yeah, Shatta has done this, we know, but this agenda of making it look like be Jimmy, and you know, big up Shatta, why? Like, what is the end game? What does he want to achieve? Ro, let's close.
The end game is very simple. I apologize.
Which is?
I think a friend apologize for them to get a big up endorsement, a pat on the back, those kind of things.
You want to get big up from who?
Of course, from the people that he's praising. it's part of it, you know.
So like Firestick wants to get big up from Shatta Wale.
Of course.
After saying all the nonsense about him in the past.
Oh, I think there's been situations where people have said nonsense things about Shatta Wale, and later they've seen Shatta Wale having a frenzy with them or patching up with them.
Well.
So in that sense, everybody thinks it is one of those days where we will talk about you, we will say things about you, and later it is just to grab your attention. That is the end game. I know with this he will come and say, oh, as they praise the guy too. Yes, if you are for whatever place you are doing it, your intentions is always in the mix of your wedding or whatever, how you present whatever you are presenting, that will determine. That's what I mean. When Shatta comes out to say, I charge this, I do this, I do that, and people would want to see it as him downplaying others, I see it like, how? If the person says, I take $5,000 or I take $200,000, then they come and say, oh, but your colleagues too are going around taking perhaps more. In that sense, you have dragged them into the conversation. So then he will also go at them and tell you that, oh, don't let these things move you. Because sometimes the up and down, these are the outcome. I may not do it. But then they will come and say, oh, he is talking down on them. How? We all know how some of these things go a long way to motivate others. Me, I always say, when Shatta says, oh, this person is taking $5,000, this person is taking $2,000. If you like, go and take.
No, he won't force you.
He will not force you.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, yesterday on Hits FM, Portfolio said something that one of the things that made him love you more, yes, and respect you, is the fact that sometimes when you give him gig, you even determine his worth and how he should even approach it in terms of conversation and how he should charge. Yes.
Oh, I've not heard, honestly.
Oh, yes.
Every gap the portfolio. I've heard this.
Headline.
He
said that. And you see, it is the same thing. Oh. It is the same thing. When he's okay, say, oh, maybe I'll bet me, sure say, I'll catch and say, pot. Michelle gig when you be a brand now, we build the ABCC. This is how this time we should approach some of these conversations. One more price man, more price man. Negotiation table and negotiating money. But those ideas are one that will motivate him for him to say, hey, yes, I'm Paul. I need to approach the conversation this way, that way. We all have been through some of these tutorials before. You understand? It is the same thing. We are even in it as we speak. You understand? Say obi meka oh media me say inte ya musumun say ya na get downplay. We shouldn't see it as downplay.
Thank you.
We shouldn't see it as downplay sense. I'm talking down and running down. Bro, for him, they don't know.
Hey, yo,
Bona. Hey, yo. And so me, for fire stake and school meaning is there. For whatever he's saying, it's public knowledge is there. Is there. But like you said, sometimes the manner in which you approach it will determine on whether you are actually stating fact or you want to use the fact to rub it on somebody's face. That will determine. And in that sense, I'm seeing both in this presentation. And because when you want to say and you want to use it to go and insult another person, I will not condone it. Because you are having a conversation with yourself. Nobody has brought those people in. If you want to compare, you would have to compare their strengths and weaknesses and why they do that. But for Shatta's instance, it is mostly a having conversation now. Then they would want to bring those people in to come and compare what he's doing. That is when he will make reference to all those things and say, oh, me, I will not take this. But I know the people who are going A, B, C, D will definitely take that. And me, I will not do it. Me, I better say, he's running them down. He's talking down on them.
Interesting. Well, let's go on to Chemo to close this show. Chemo.
Yeah, I mean, but for Fire Stick, I don't know what he's aiming at or what he really wants to achieve with whatever that he's saying. And so, based on that, maybe I will go with the Roland's assertion that is correct. He wants some messages coming from Shatta Wale or some people that he is praising. Because I know mention them who say or your video say will praise you just like that.
Yes.
The video be the negative.
Yes.
The video be the do be them. The video be or criticize you be. And you know all of
praise you at the detriment of another person.
I don't know who's a why anyhow Obia ye benku, obia she benku until say strong man be ni pasa. And for me, I don't know what he's aiming at, and I don't see anything positive coming from what he's saying because it is a public knowledge that some people go out there and take what they think they deserve. Shatta Wale will also go out there and take what he think he deserves.
Yeah.
And it's been working for him. And we know some of the charges that what can out ama a been crowd doubt and later they found out that it is true.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a message bear pan and fire stick or person the man. Or person didn't go for them keke. And you know, maybe it was a way to shade the other people who are taking that money. But the point is, those people, that's what they feel they deserve. And you know who should do more for what?
It's a cut your coat according to yourself.
Exactly.
And you see, I'm sure sometimes you should not even do comparison because Shatta is taking $200. Someone should also
go
what
and
Shatta
take
has is the person having same.
No.
Shatta's catalog. Are you having it?
One a pulling numbers.
Yeah, so Shatta deserves that indeed, but the other person might not deserve that.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
And you know, I think for him, I don't know what his intention was or what he is trying to put across. And because this is a public knowledge or public information, the way if he wanted to just praise Shatta, he will not mention other names. He will say that, or he will advise that they should learn something from Shatta. They should put themselves in a way that they can charge big or better. But for him to just, in a way, say something negative about them and later say big ups to Shatta there, I will not
trap.
No, I won't fall for this. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sure today you can see Sammy Flex representing in some special caps.
Yep.
It was done by Ajenim Caps, and they are ready to do some stuff for you with your company logos and company brands. So very soon, you guys will see Sammy Flex TV caps. Very, very soon, you guys will be seeing Sammy Flex TV caps, and you're sure going to love it. So this one is a special design. It is called Sankofa, and most of the designs are local or Ghanaian designs. So this one is called Sankofa. The other day, he saw Shatta wearing Puerto Rico. He said, no, Shatta should come and you give him Ghana ones. And this one is also called Jinyame, right? Jinyame is also here. And also share Sankofa. Roland to share Jinyame. Yeah, so if you have maybe a company, a brand, and you want to have your own customized how do we call it? Caps. You just contact Ajenim. I'm sure they are on Instagram. And I also share their contact with you. Call them and they will do something beautiful for you. I'm sporting theirs now, but very soon you'll be seeing me in Sammy Flex TV caps. You love them. So you can call 020-184-7876. That is 020-184-7878 rather. Please let me say it again. 020-184-7878. Yeah, 020-184-7878. Try and call them. Get something. Christmas is here. End of year. We're doing some giveaways and all. Try it and let's see how it goes. Special thanks to my people here. Roland Amate in the middle. In Team Dodi Solomon Chemo at the extreme left. And to my producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh, who did our camera for us, and Buju Lens, who is the editor, putting together the pieces. Subscribe to us and let's do some more. Sammy Flex TV, giving you authentic information and the facts here on Showbiz Daily. I'll meet you again when I see you. Salute. We're out of here.